On a wild cosmic adventure, Jupiter finds her in a queen. Oh wait, queen certification. Kane rejected Jupiter, because on Abalaminus 6, his identity was basically a dog, totally not worthy of her queenly aura. Jupiter explained her love for pups, but Kane left her hanging. Soon, they arrived at Euros, the cradle of life. The population was as dense as ants. The intergalactic lawyer took unregistered little Jupiter to queue. Even the queen had to wait. Even the queen queued at the intergalactic government. Efficiency was laughably low. Staff played soccer. Jupiter had to hop around departments, and the robot lawyer was forced to whip out bribery skills, but she finally completed the last step. A globe-shaped tattoo branded on Jupiter's arm signified her certification was complete. What a shining achievement. But wait, Kane's boss Stinger pulled a plot twist, betraying him and colluding with the Little Prince, dragging them to the Little Prince's dance party. The Little Prince loves studying hard poses. What a good guy. No outrageous requests for his reincarnated mom. So humble. He first showed Jupiter his collection, and she quickly learned the terrifying truth. The upper crust of the universe sowed seeds on planets for mortality, harvesting after eons. Earth was their farm. Humanity, like crops, was ripe for harvest. Earth's yield was best. The Little Prince told Jupiter his mom tried to stop it, but was assassinated. The Little Prince wanted to fulfill his mother's wish, but knew stepping up would mean death. What a tragedy. To prevent his inheritance from being snatched by siblings, he devised a plan for Kane to marry Jupiter to safeguard his estate. Jupiter learned the truth about Moonlight and, to unite against it, agreed to the Little Prince's fair request, unaware of his shady intentions. Meanwhile, Stinger tried to make amends, contacting the Little Prince's minions, offering the cruiser a tracking chip. The Little Prince knew to get Earth's inheritance, he first had to clear obstacles and planned to take out Kane early. Right when being tossed off the ship, Kane kicked the life jacket, but got sucked into the death zone. Average folks couldn't last 2 minutes there, but Kane had flying boots, always prepped for disaster. Seizing his life, he successfully dodged the suction zone and snagged another shot at life. But the life jacket's oxygen lasted only 38 minutes. During this vacation, Kane experienced sweet delusions with Jupiter. Just then, a federal cruiser swooped in and saved him. The Little Prince thought he was in the clear, starting to plan his wedding with Jupiter appeared dazzling, decked like a Christmas tree. Post-wedding, intergalactic law granted them joint Earth inheritance. The Little Prince really wanted to kick Jupiter off and make Earth his sole property. What a comical thought. Kane returned to the cruiser and immediately sought out Stinger, learning his daughter was sick and desperately needed moonlight. Stinger had no choice but to betray Kane, and they decided to save Jupiter together. They hopped on a spacecraft for a wedding rescue mission, as Jupiter and the Little Prince's wedding kicked off. The Little Prince faced off against the federal cruiser, issuing a decree to keep away from the ship while launching space mine. Kane and Stinger cleared through thorns and charged ahead. After many obstacles, they finally surged into the depths of Jupiter. What a nail-biting experience. But just as they were close, Jupiter had a sudden change of heart, hoping for her heroic prince to arrive. Before she finished speaking, a sudden slam saw Kane's mech burst into the hall, just in time to save the day. He exposed the Little Prince's plot, and Jupiter finally woke up like from a dream, feeling utterly drained. Why no decent person in the universe? She just wanted to go home to Mom. Decided to return with Kane. Back on Earth, family was in an uproar over Jupiter's disappearance. Uncle started lecturing his son, and suddenly, aliens dropped in for a surprise visit. The aliens were the Little Prince's eager minions, waiting patiently for Jupiter's return. The Little Prince had kidnapped her family, threatening Jupiter to give up her fortune and talk about a bad day. To find her family, Jupiter had no choice but to meet the Little Prince on Jupiter. To ensure her safety, the cruiser followed closely, but things turned dire as they entered Jupiter. The West Wing Lord suddenly sped up, ordering the atmosphere lock, and the cruiser faced devastating damage. The cruiser had no choice but to retreat to the outer storm of Jupiter. The mass of Jupiter was just an alchemical hub for the advanced civilization. Upon meeting the Little Prince, their intentions were clear, but he clearly wasn't about to be nice to Jupiter. Not only did he slap her, he forced her to sign, threatening to kill her family. Jupiter knew if the Little Prince got Earth, humanity would be harvested, and after deep thought, she chose to forsake her family. Meanwhile, Kane, stuck outside Jupiter, couldn't wait any longer and quickly suited up to charge in. As soon as he entered Jupiter, his craft was hit by a storm, but armed with love's valor, he pressed on. Despite the hardships, Kane finally reached Jupiter, but his ship was mere scrap. Still, love drove him forth. As he got into Jupiter, a chain of explosions erupted, plunging the whole planet into flames. The atmosphere gates of Jupiter opened, allowing evacuation. The cruiser seized the moment and slid right in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting content.